Hi, my name is Donovan Islane. I've been a Christian for 12 years now. I grew up in a household that went to church. The Baptist church that we went to didn't really teach me about Christ and the gospel. I went to Sunday school every week. I knew the same standard Bible stories, but I didn't understand anything about Christ. And I thought that this God had nothing to do with me. I thought that it was just a man who died. I didn't even know if he was real. It meant nothing to me. Islam was becoming more attractive to me. Living in South London, where there was a large Muslim community, I was being drawn more to them. But my sister had become a Christian, and I always knew that there was something different about her and her life than everybody else that I knew. She had this peace about her, and she had this righteousness about her in her activities and the way that she spoke, the way that she acted. She was always loving, and I couldn't deny the change in her life. But what happened was I started to believe that Jesus Christ was a white man's God. It had nothing to do with me, and I wanted no part of him. I also lived in a household where I saw Christians who I thought were Sunday Christians, and I said to myself, I want nothing to do with these hypocrites. But fast forward a couple of years, and I started living by myself, and I started finding myself questioning my beliefs, and I started to really think about my life. And my sister said to me, you need to live your life for Christ and stop living for yourself. I'm a very logical guy. I work things out logically in my life. But what she said to me, everything just made sense. I knew that Islam was a lie, it wasn't true. I knew the way that I was living was a lie and it wasn't true. And I knew that I had to live for Christ. That was the most pivotal turning point in my life. I became a Christian because of the overwhelming proof of who Christ is. And the fact that I could not overcome sin by myself. I couldn't dispute the fact that there is sin in my life. And I couldn't dispute the fact that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am a complex being. We live in a complex universe. Yes? So when I look around, I see the hands of a creator. I don't see an accident. So when I look at that, then I'm like, who is this creator? What must he be like? And the proofs in history that shows that God himself came down and died for my sins. And that's documented. There's historical facts and evidence about that for thousands of years. And I look at that, and as a logical person, it drew me to want to know more about my maker. That's just on the physical level. On the spiritual level, he cleaned me up. You know, he changed my life from the inside out. No one else can die for my sins. No one else can pay the cost to a holy God. If he's a just God, he has to punish sin. So if he has to punish sin, then I'm dead in my sins because I can't pay the price of my sins. But knowing that Jesus came down and bore the price of my sins, if God didn't do anything else but died for my sins so that I could be saved from the penalty, it's more than enough. And on a day-to-day basis, he's done so much more. He's paid the price for a wicked sinner like me, that I might be a son of God. I couldn't ask for anything more. Whilst we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. How much more loving does somebody have to prove that they love you than to die for you? He died for me. He washed me clean. He made me as white as snow. He took my filth and threw it as far away as the east is from the west. And he cleaned me up and he brought me into his kingdom and he put me in his family and he continues to love me every day of my life. And I will forever praise him, and I cannot wait to get to heaven to glorify his holy name.